Hey, what's up? Welcome back to yet another video. Today I want to talk about last year, 2021, and some of the lessons I learned over what ended up being one of the most crazy, incredible, transformative years of my entire life. So 2021 was an absolutely insane year, and not just because the world was recovering from 2020 and the pandemic and lockdown and all those things and trying to return to some semblance of normality, but even just personally. So a lot of things happened for me and my wife in 2021. I turned 30, so I'm officially old now. My wife and I also decided to build and move in 2021. Business for me absolutely exploded. I don't know what happened, but I ended up shooting about 4 times as much work as I ever have before. With all that work came a ton of travel. I ended up traveling domestically and internationally over a dozen times. It was so much work, so many incredible clients that I'm so thankful to have worked with. And then right in the middle of everything, in the middle of summer, my wife and I found out that we were pregnant and expecting our first kid, who's incidentally due in like a week and a half of me recording this video. So yeah, 2021 was insane. So many good things, not complaining about any of that other than maybe turning 30. I wish I could kind of roll the clock back on that one. But one of the things that like a lot of life change and a lot of chaos kind of does to your mind, it just kind of exposes and brings out some of the strengths and some of the weaknesses that you have as a person. And so what I want to do today is just kind of unpack some of those lessons that I learned in 2021, some of the things that I learned about myself, some of the things that I learned about the way that I handle the world and I view business and work and all that and work-life balance. 5 lessons that I learned in 2021, some of the stuff that 2021 taught me. So the first major thing that I learned in 2021 is that I truly, genuinely love what I do for work. It was such a blessing getting to travel, getting to meet new people, experience new places, and getting to document so many just incredible stories. Just a little bit of context, I officially went full-time in my business at the end of 2019 when I got married. Right after that, pandemic hit, everything locked down, business went kind of crazy for about a year. So 2021 was the first year that I really had to kind of evaluate being a full-time freelancer, a full-time wedding photographer and videographer, traveling, all those kind of things. And I absolutely love what I do. I'm so thankful for it. The couples that I got to work with last year were incredible. So looking forward to this coming season. I absolutely love what I do. But the second lesson I learned is because I love what I do so much, I have a tendency to overcommit. It's really hard for me to say no to opportunities, especially incredible opportunities. And so 2021, I shot way more than I should have. For my own mental health, my own sanity, and my own life and marriage, too much of a good thing really is a bad thing. And I definitely overloaded myself in 2021. And what that kind of leads to is just a perpetual state of work stress, where I knew like in my mind, I was constantly thinking about what I had to get done, to-do lists, checklists. I wouldn't say I'm like a people pleaser, but I do really take seriously the role that I have in my business of it's all on me to deliver to my clients and try to meet those deadlines. And I want to serve my clients well. And so I really felt that weight and that stress last year, and just massive thank you to all my couples. I don't think I received one email from anyone saying like, where are our photos? Where's our video? Why haven't you delivered? Everyone was super gracious, super understanding that last year was crazy, but it's really something I kind of held on myself. I would just constantly be feeling the stress of deadlines. I'd be feeling the stress of, I have to get this edit finished or get this preview out or whatever that was. And this really just led me to not being as present as I would have wanted to be in my own marriage, in my home, in my own business. And I just kind of got overloaded with so much work, so much editing. And so really on that line, the third thing I realized in 2021, the third lesson that 2021 taught me is that rest is vitally important. Again, because I want to deliver a quality work to my couples, because I want to deliver in a timely fashion, I would overwork myself. I'd stay up super late at night trying to edit things. I'd get up in the morning, I'd work constantly all day. Whenever I didn't have to go do something else, I'd be in my office editing and would just never give myself space for rest. What that led to very quickly was absolute burnout, where just creatively, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, I just didn't have anything left in the tank. What I realized very quickly was I needed to intentionally put space in my life for me to invest in the things that fill me up. So like spending quality time with Kendall, that's super important to me. Always fills me up just to have a date night with her and get out and just enjoy some space where I'm not thinking about work, not thinking about responsibilities, and just have some time with my wife. Some other things that like fill me up are just like getting out for a run, listening to some music with some coffee on the porch in the morning, reading a good book. Honestly, just sleeping in the morning can be super helpful for me. And so I realized to be able to perform at the capacity that I wanted to in my business, I needed to take time for rest. And so as I was kind of thinking about, how much work I took on in 2021, as I was just kind of sitting in the mess of how many edits I have to do, how much stuff I have to actually create, I started realizing that I truly value quality over quantity when it comes to my creative work. And so as an artist and a creator, I realized in 2021 that my value is not just creating a ton of work, but creating work that's meaningful, creating work that's authentic, creating work that's high quality and actually impacts the people who watch it and view it. And so I really had to evaluate my own business and the certain things that I was offering and the different packages that I offer, really just trying to shift my focus towards larger projects where I'm able to really invest my creative time, my mental time, and just physically throw the time into shooting, into editing, where I can create work that is powerful, meaningful, authentic work. And to be able to do that, I can't just create quantity of work. I have to really take the time to invest and create quality work. And then the final thing kind of on that note and really wrapping everything all together was I learned that I cannot do anything alone. I think if the pandemic taught us anything, it's that we do not exist well in a vacuum. We do not function well in a vacuum without people around us supporting us. And it's just vitally important to surround ourselves with people who build us up, lift us up, encourage us, and help us where we're weak. I had to learn that in every aspect of my life. Spiritually, spending time with God and serving in church. In my marriage, needing to lean into my wife and allow her to support me and allow us to just build each other up mutually. Surrounding myself with positive, uplifting community and not just isolating myself in my office, trying to do everything alone. And even in my business, having to walk the weird line of outsourcing work and hiring people to come help me edit and help me work on other parts of my website and all that. And honestly, it's been such a massive blessing to surround myself with community, surround myself with people who can lift me up, support me, and help me. And that's just been a huge, huge encouragement. As a very type A person, it's super easy for me to try to convince myself and believe the lie that I can do everything on my own. And if there's anything that 2021 taught me, it's that I definitely cannot do anything alone. And so just needing to intentionally create that space and intentionally surround myself with community who can lift me up and support me, and we can be mutually supportive and helpful of each other is super, super vitally important. So those are some of the things that 2021 has taught me and some of the lessons that I've learned. Again, I've not mastered any of these and I'm still absolutely a work in progress. But 2021 taught me so many valuable things that I'm super excited to see implemented into my life as I continue growing and continue evolving as a person, especially as our family grows and changes and business continues to evolve. Just excited to see where some of the lessons that I've learned and I am still learning from 2021 continue to affect me into 2022 and beyond. But anyway, thank you so much for checking out this video. If this video has been helpful or inspirational to you, let me know in the comments, drop a like in the video, and if you're interested in seeing what I have to post in the future, feel free to subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you see when I post things. I'll have a video for you every week, and I will see you next Thursday.